We're getting straight to the point with another series. Today covering $1 Trillion Coach by Eric Schmidt. $1 Trillion Coach pays homage to Bill Campbell, a coach and mentor of many of Silicon Valley's brightest light bulbs who went on to build multi-billion-dollar companies. So let's get straight into it with the first keynote from $1 Trillion Coach. A look at the life and philosophy of a Silicon Valley legend. What comes to mind when you think of Silicon Valley? Chances are that black turtlenecks, vast fortunes and Facebook rank high on your list of associations. But what about a working class Pennsylvanian football coach who cursed like a sailor and blew kisses to his colleagues across the boardroom? Well, meet Bill Campbell, a business guru every bit as unorthodox as he was instrumental in helping startups like Google become the household names and multi-billion-dollar ventures they are today. A friend and mentor to everyone from Steve Jobs to Google's ex-CEO Eric Schmidt. Bill's unique insights into leadership and team building made him one of the world's most influential and important business minds by the time of his death in 2016. That might sound like the work of a lifetime, but Bill crammed his amazing achievements into just a few decades, and unlike so many other would-be gurus, Bill was a one-off, a true original who never forgot his roots or the lessons he learned as a college football coach. Based on the 80 interviews with the people who knew and loved him, this podcast explores the life and ideas of a true Silicon Valley legend. Along the way, you'll learn what flat hierarchies can and cannot do, why the most effective leaders don't shy away from showing their emotions, and why trust is the most important currency in the boardroom. Bill Campbell started out as a football coach, which Silicon Valley isn't renowned for. Silicon Valley is often associated with whip-smart university dropouts who revolutionized the world from their garages before they hit their mid-20s. But innovation in the Golden State isn't just a young man's game. In fact, one of the tech mecca's greatest pioneers didn't arrive in California until he was already in his 40s. Born in Pennsylvania, steel town of Homestead in 1940, Bill Campbell was the son of a physical education teacher who moonlighted at the local mill. A quick-witted and determined student, Bill was set on making something of himself early on in life. In his teens, he took to the op-ed pages of the school newspaper to remind his peers of the importance of good grades and to warn them against loafing. But it wasn't an academic career that he'd set his sights on. His true passion in life was football. After heading to New York to study economics at Columbia University in 1958, he joined the college team, the Lions. He wasn't the most likely candidate, weighing 165 pounds and starting 5'10". He was the team's smallest member by some margin. But what he lacked in physical stature, he more than made up for in fearlessness and willpower, qualities that earned him the nickname Ballsy. Under his inspired captaincy, the Lions won the Ivy League title in 1961, a feat they've never managed to repeat. At the end of his studies, Bill was offered a position as assistant football coach at Boston College. He jumped at the chance and moved north in 1964. Over the next decade, he established himself as a highly capable football coach, and offers from other universities started to flood in. One came from Penn State, home of the nation's top football coach, Joe Paterno. It was a golden opportunity, but Bill turned it down. Why? In a word, loyalty. His alma mater had also offered him a job. Returning to Columbia in 1974 was a sentimental decision rather than a practical one. The university's football facilities were in poor shape and badly underfunded. This showed through in the team's results. During Bill's tenure, the Lions won just 12 games and lost 41. A run of bad form which ended in a crushing 69-0 grubbing at the hands of Rutgers at Giant Stadium. It was about time to move on, and in 1979, Bill resigned and decided to move to California.